Yo, 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 new day, new do. I just got off a very long Baldur's Gate session with my bro. Um, and we are making steady progress. I'm feeling like we're at the end of Act 2. Uh, I don't know about the actual areas. I think there are like 2 or 3 areas. Every place, I don't know if it's a set amount. But anyway, we made it to Kethric Thorm, aka the what's he known as? He had some cool title. He's an immortal man, but he's only immortal once he has like some girl in his possession, which is very sus. But she's called the Night Song, and she just has. It's not really explained, I don't think. It's probably explained in some notes somewhere. But as long as the Night Song is captured, he's effectively immortal. And that is a big fucking problem for folks like us who want to get rid of the guy. I think it's actually just like, physical damage. You can still do like spell damage and fire damage and stuff to him. But that was probably gonna be a pain in the ass, especially considering the following fight after him. So we got to, first of all, we just roamed around for a bit. We had a session before that I also didn't talk about, so I'll include that here. We went just out and explored to find one of the underlings of Kethric Thorm, Balthasar, who is some sort of necromancer dude who wanted to betray Kethric Thorm, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it's a bit of there's so much fucking going on in Baldur's Gate. I don't know. Shit. And I also just started up Elden Ring again. Man, I'm not good with like lore heavy games. I gotta sit down and watch like a 10-hour YouTube video to try to follow along. But we went to Balthasar and we did some puzzles for him, and then we beat him up. We did some puzzles, and the puzzles being it's an area of what's it called, like Laysel's Darkness Queen. Her fucking cult, they have these couple of guys that are like in the inner circle of this Queen of Darkness. And apparently by doing these trials, we could become some of them. And it was also during these tests, I'm pretty sure, or the battle after. It was actually the battle with Balthasar afterwards that made us realize that no, we should not be playing on Tacticianer on our first fucking playthrough. Because, I don't know, we've had some troubles so far with just like fights being a little too fucking hard. And also, I don't know. I don't know what Tacticianer means. I don't know. I just usually go on a normal, don't really change any settings. But it wasn't my world. That's the problem. It wasn't my world, so I didn't know what difficulty we were even playing on. And that was a problem. We were essentially playing on fucking hard mode, and we have no idea what we're doing. Half the time we come back and we've forgotten we've forgotten our builds, we've forgotten our like the meta strategies we're doing, and yeah, shit sucks. But we finally went to we did all the trials and we became one of these. I guess we had the choice to become one of these underlings, one of these inner circle guys of this goddess. Goddess of Darkness, I can't remember her name. But wait, is it Lae'zel? No, it's Shadowheart. Did I say Lae'zel earlier? I'm pretty sure I said Lae'zel. Shadowheart's queen. My bad, gang. But yeah, we go to we also went to see, you know, the god of the Githyanki, aka Laysel's god, I suppose. I don't really know what. We have not delved into Laysel's story whatsoever. We just know that we fucked with the wrong people and we kept the artifact secret from the Githyanki. And that means that we got to fucking pay the price because we acted a little too nonchalantly towards a literal god after we slaughtered one of their generals. We got to meet a god and they literally just snapped their fingers and we died. Like, not even, we didn't have a chance to live. It was an instant death. Which is, you know, it sounds fucking awful, but it's really cool that, you know, sure, you actually get to, you know, respawn and make other decisions after that, but, you know, the fact that everything you do has consequences and you can feel like, you know, when you're talking to a literal fucking god, there are severe consequences. So that's pretty fucking cool, especially now that we have, you know, interacted more with several gods, not really directly, but, you know, indirectly, and probably soon directly. There was some lore about, like, this world and how it, you know, there were 3 gods. Oh, Thunder! There were 3 gods and they fought over something and then they created this fucking, the horrible situation we're in right now. I don't know. There is so much lore and you cannot, do not hold me accountable for any misinterpretations, misinformation I'm spewing here. 'Cause God, there is a lot. But we did all the trials, and then we just said, oh well, let's go further and kill Balthasar, because Balthasar essentially he wanted to go get the Night Song girl who was sealed away and could only be, you know, in a realm that could only be reopened by a, it's not a true soul. What are they called? The inner circle fellas of, you know, after you complete the trials essentially, and Balthasar essentially wanted to betray Kethric Thorm. At least that's how I viewed it. And he could only do that because, you know, the Night Song is the only thing that's keeping Kethric Thorm immortal, and that way we could, you know, but this guy's a fucking necromancer. Like, one fucking look at Balthasar's face and there are so many red flags. He has a fucking cool design, and he also just, he gave us a bell for summoning one of his goons, one of his mindless goons. He is a necromancer type guy, and he has a lot of shit that is, I don't know, he has a lot of shit that he can do, and that is, he also has a lot of goons who are especially hard to deal with on tacticianer mode. So during that fight, it's basically, I also really fucking like the place we fought Balthasar in, the Night Song prison realm. I can't remember its name. I don't know if it has a name, but the place that the Night Song was sealed, it was fucking, it's cool shit. It's essentially just like this rift in space, maybe time, where the Night Song is sealed. The Night Song being some sort of fucking woman, who is... I don't actually know what she is. Again, lore, but some woman, and she's essentially in this rift place, and a bunch of things are floating, and you can just, like, jump incredibly far from island to island, as in, you know, these islands are just fractures of land, essentially, and I don't know, it feels like you can just, like, float around in, essentially in space, in, like, maybe just, like, low gravity, right? And it's just fucking cool. And that means we could also cheese our way through the fight, but the fight was so hard that we couldn't even do that, but we tried many times. Just like stand on a ledge somewhere and shoot from a distance, but that apparently wasn't enough. So that kind of sucks, but that's how it is. Anyway, we beat up Balthasar, and now we free the Nightsong girl, and that means our boy Kethric Thorm, the leader of the or a general of the Absolute, I suppose, and the leader of this place that the general of the Twin Tower, the Moonrise Towers. I don't know. Okay, this is a guy that I should know the role of, but that's the extent I know. He was the leader. He was in charge of the Moonrise Towers and the Darkness Place, and he is a general of the Absolute. He's one of the three Absoluters. He was also one of the guys that we saw a shadow of in, like, you know, when walking around the Goblin camp and first experiencing the illicit powers, I suppose. And now we've killed him after, you know, we had our initial fight. We first we tried to just brute force our way through, but we realized that's not gonna fucking work. So we just sneaked our way into the actual his castle. And on top of the castle, there the guy was, and I don't really know why, but the game really wanted us to redeem him, because, I don't know, he had some sort of tragic, quote-unquote tragic backstory where I don't know, his wife and daughter got killed, but then he, you know, he lived for a couple 100 years, and then he resurrected his daughter. But it's found out later, plot twist and spoiler, I guess, his daughter fucks. His daughter fucks the Nightsong. And they are, one is sealed away, one is dead and resurrected, maybe. We also get confirmed that death in this universe is just pure darkness and nothing more. But yeah. After we beat up Kethric Thorm, his daughter is just back. Not the first time around, but after we properly kill him. His daughter, Isabel, is back. And yeah, that's kind of where we left off. But there's a lot in between that, which is really fucking... It's a lot of cool shit. So, you know, again, now for reference, we are now on easy mode, or not easy mode, just normal mode, I'm pretty sure. But easy, opposed to, you know, before on fucking Tacticianer mode. We, okay, I need to, okay, my controller just disconnected. This fucking sucks. Can I reconnect by any chance? Alright. But yeah, we beat him up, and you know, when he gets to half health, we you know, with the power of with the help of the knights, okay, it just disconnected again. I am so cooked. I am not gonna make it past this. Shit, it never even gives me a warning of when it's running low on fucking battery. Shit. God, and now there's no vibration. It's so much different playing with and without vibration in the controller. Shit, okay, I am so cooked. But yeah, when we beat up Kethric Thorm, we go down to his lair. Somewhere underground, some sort of like tentacle arms just come out from a tower, and essentially kidnap both Kethric Thorm and the Night Song woman. And he then again seals the Night Song woman. We don't know this yet. It's only when we find him later. But essentially, we go to, you know, the heart of the darkness place, the place where the absolute is, and you know we can. Our players, they can start to feel that, oh yeah, the absolute is like right here, right around the corner, and at some point, yeah, the absolute is right behind this door. Are we sure we want to proceed? I'm not sure we had a choice in the matter. I think it was just a, you know, are you prepared for big boss battle type beat. Also pretty clear indicator with the full long rest button that was right before the entrance. Yeah. Shit was fucking hard. Half the party straight up died, not even just like unconscious. They're straight up dead. It still feels a bit cheap that you can just resurrect them through withers, this mysterious skeleton guy. But you can just resurrect all of them for some coin. I think like 200 gold each. Again, it feels kind of cheap, but it's fine. It's good enough. But yeah, half our party died. Asterion died and Karlach died. Our two like main characters that we actually play as, me and bro. They were quote unquote good. We had a really fucking good start actually, because you know there are not that many enemies, so it's, I don't know, it kind of lures you into a false sense of security when you first arrive, because there's essentially only, I think, there were 4 mind flayers. There was a half health Kethric Thorm, and then 1 mind flayer, and that was fucking it. They put up a better fight than we expected, but they also we also, this is also where we meet the Night Song again. They have the Night Song like right fucking there, captured, and you know, draining her energy so that they can, so that Kethric Thorm finally can be immortal again. But yeah, after freeing her, we essentially get her freed for free, I suppose, because we could just sneak around until combat started. You know, one starts combat, then the others sneak around, and either free the Night Song, who is actually pretty strong, and she also fights on our side, except when she doesn't, she got turned against us at some point, which kind of sucked. But essentially, we got a really fucking good start where we just sneak attacked the rest of the guys, mainly Kethric Thorm. The other guy had some sort of, I can't remember what, but he had some ass concentration thing going on, so we actually had to switch targets in the middle of it. It was kind of not too great, but that's how gaming goes, I suppose. Can you guys die, please? I don't want to die to 2 of you. So yeah, we beat them up just like one after the other, but they had this fucking thing where they spawned a bunch of necromites, I'm pretty sure they're called, and they were a pain in the ass. mostly because they were also there afterwards, and they just kept spawning more. They had like a little, you know, they spawned out of a little nest and shit. But, you know, afterwards, after we beat him, after we beat Kethric Thorm, I already lost a fucking blood heart, shit. After we beat Kethric Thorm, he jumps down in a pool of something, and out comes Miracle, an apostle of the death god itself, the something of bones. He had an entrance much like Rykard from Elden Ring, so that's I was very close to calling him Rykard right there, but he is essentially just a giant mass of bones, just like sitting there chilling. And by chilling, I mean basically insta-killing everything he sees. We just leveled up before this, so I think we actually did pretty well. He also, you know, at this point, 2 of our guys are already down, but we just expected to, like, oh, we can just heal them right after this match, right? Oh, my controllers are vibrating again. Okay, sure. Oh, I need to scratch my nose. We expected, okay, we can just heal the guys afterwards. But no, we were thrown immediately into combat, and we couldn't even, like, I am the designated healer, I'm a fucking paladin, I have lay on hands that can heal now, at this point, 48 points of damage, or points of healing, I guess, and that was completely useless, because just being near this guy, and he fills up a lot of space, just being near this guy gives you bone chill, which just does that so that you can't regenerate at any level. So that fucking sucks. I managed to like go down the stairs. He was like up in some elevated point. But you know, he still managed to hit me. Apparently, I don't know what he was doing, but a couple of rounds later he hit me from that exact space. I don't know why he just went easy on me the first time around. I don't really know, man. But the guy is fucking strong. He has some sort of power also where he can, you know, those necromites, he can absorb them and just do a fuck ton damage on another guy that he just points to. He was about to insta-kill my bro, and then, you know, me being the only one left, that would have fucking sucked. But he managed to hold on. He entered the fight as a straight up just a dog because of his wild magic. I don't know. I don't really get wild magic, but I'm not gonna use wild magic, so who cares? But he just got turned into a fucking dog, which is really funny. But a dog versus a borderline god, that is not the fairest match out there. So yeah, we managed to scrape something together. Mainly just I found out that it is way easier to cheat the because apparently the what's it called? Scratch me nose again. What's it called? The spell where you can just like teleport, Misty Step. Misty Step is apparently just a cantrip. I don't know why. I think in D&D it's like a level 2 spell or something, maybe even 3. But no, it's just a cantrip here. Granted, I think it's a spell, a class spell, and that I have to just... No, it said cantrip, so it is just a cantrip, sure. But I needed to long rest. I could only use it once every long rest, essentially. So that kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is, and it's still really fucking useful. I used it against, you know, I essentially only used it in the last 2 fights, so Yeah, haven't abused it much, but it's pretty easy to abuse, especially because it doesn't provoke opportunity attack, and it's a bonus action. And I have multi-attack. So I could just, you know, with the whole bone shield thing, I could just go and fucking go and like teleport away. Fucking attack him, teleport away, then heal, and then go up and attack him again. It's goated. It's an absolutely goated goated spell that I need to goated cantrip that I need to. I need to use this shit some more because holy shit. Another thing, this guy didn't really have any. This bone mass guy didn't really have any weaknesses. He only had immunities essentially. So all the, you know, I've done pretty good damage because I am, you know, I'm a paladin. I have just a bunch of what's it called? Radiant damage? No, not radiant damage. Light damage. I can't remember the type of damage. Some sort of damage that is really good against undead guys. But apparently the Lord of Death himself is not an undead, or at least he's not vulnerable to radiant damage. I don't actually know how that works. If they're just undead, do they get the... Does it say that they're weak against radiant damage? Or is it just... Why do I have caps lock on? Wait a second, that's bothering me. Does it say specifically that it's vulnerable to radiant damage, or does it just assume that you know? I don't really know that. I might have done way more damage than I thought actually. Yeah, I don't know. Divine Smite is goated. I'm also... It's just... With these... You know... Ender game fights, I suppose, we're still... I know there are 3 acts, we're still in Act 2, technically. We haven't got, like, a title card for Act 3, at least. But in these, like, sort of end games, in these final boss battles, it's just about using the actual, you know, using all the fucking spells and everything that you got, because you can just replenish them at a long rest anyway. So, you know, why not just throw down everything you've got? And I don't know, I've always been bad at that. That's just a fucking thing. I don't know. I've always been one of those types who've always held on to my fucking Master Ball in Pokemon, for example, because, you know, what if I run upon a shiny Pidgey or something, and then I won't end up using it on that shiny Pidgey anyway. So, yeah, it kind of sucks to be me. But I'm getting better at that, and that was especially fucking useful in this encounter, because God, we would not have beaten the guy. He had a lot of HP because he is, you know, an apostle of the god of death. God damn it, why? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Still not satisfied, but not too bad. Of course the one on the back is gonna be an ass, but why did he... What? Uh-oh. Okay, I need to recheck that footage. One of the final aspects, did he just... He was just a fucking machine gun. They're not supposed to, you know, drop bullets that fast. Can I can't. I cannot. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and chill. Alright. Just taking it slow until I get some health back. But anyway, we're progressing in the story. We only just got out, essentially. We're just chilling in the castle. In Kethric Thorm's castle. We just got told that, yeah, our our man crush, Halson, he will not be following us to Baldur's Gate. But we just got... Oh yeah, fucking shit. Afterwards, we fight... My controller not working. Nice. After we fight, or actually before we fight, Kethric Thorm had a little heart-to-heart with his buddies. Both of the two other guys that we saw, both of the... There are 3 guys in total, right? Essentially steering the calamity, I suppose. And they're fucking terrifying, each and every one in their own right. They're fucking terrifying forces. But here they all are, together. I think I have one of their names on the... Yeah, fucking Gortash. Gortash and another woman that I don't have the name of right beside me. God, could you not follow me around like that? They were just chilling and talking about how Kethric Thorm he's not doing his job well enough. And they are a teeny tiny wincy bit disappointed because they need to get rid of this fucking anti-absolute thing. And we also, this is the room where, the absolute, a lot of shit has happened today, and I'm just not going in order of what happened. But we meet a brain. I think they take their leave on a fucking brain. And yeah, these other two, they take their leave on a brain, and it is very much implied that this is the absolute, the brain. And it is apparently some sort of monster that has been taken over somehow, but it's just, it's a fucking immortal flying brain that is not supposed to be controlled by humans or the undead, I guess. I don't really know what the other two are. Our boy Gortash, he just looks like a regular fucking guy, and we get some... He has some sort of backstory with Will's dad, apparently. I'm not too interested in Will's story, but maybe I should be. But yeah, Gortash, just a normal looking guy. The other girl that I can't remember, the other woman there, she is... I don't know, she's some sort of fucking murderer. She's very fucking pale and has very, very white Herobrine-like eyes. And, together these 3 are the chosen ones, each from a different god. I think one is the god of, I don't know, one is the god of, I don't know, and the third is a god of I'm not sure. I should have listened better. This is critical lore. But they're all gods of, chosen ones by, I'm pretty sure the 3 original gods, or at least, the bad gods, the I want to see the world burn gods. There's a fly on my fucking arm. I did not get it, I can report, sadly. But yeah, we've finally met them, or we've seen them. I don't think they've seen us for some reason, because afterwards, it was not combat immediately. Again, we had that little free time to just go and free the girl. Go and free Nightsong. But yeah, they're heading to fucking Baldur's Gate, and they are ready to fuck shit up. And they are, we see, I think afterwards, the aftermath of the fight, we see that they are leading an entire fucking army. The entire army we saw in this area that we fought against, we fought against these guys before. Some of them at least. We pretended to be on their good side, but we fought against some of them. But essentially, we get... Why did you go all the way? That is not a Watcher Knight's thing to do. Yeah, that's a Watcher Knight's thing to do. God damn it, I'm losing too badly. But yeah, they're marching towards Baldur's Gate, and they are, apparently they have taken this brain with them, and the brain is, again, the brain is the absolute. At least I am 90% certain that it is. So, just taking the absolute and just taking it on a walk through the capital is not, you know, the safest idea out there. At least not in terms of our plans, which is to not be taken over. And we also get some lore that, you know, apparently the Dream guys, they come to us this time. And again, there's so much complicated shit going on that I don't necessarily know why. But you know, he says that, oh, I'm here to protect you so you can slay the guys that I want slain, which is essentially the shit that we already knew. He's protecting us from having our minds taken over. And that's, oh, now it's just me against the one guy. Okay. I can deal with this. I already lost all my hearts, but you know, I can deal with this. So that's what that's the thing they said. And they also said a bunch of other shit. But that's the main point of it, and well, here we are, heading to Baldur's Gate finally. I'm assuming Chapter 3 starts with, you know, as we approach Baldur's Gate. And that is, God, I don't wanna lose to this fucking blob of a gob. I've already lost a heart. I gotta get that back. Christ all fucking mighty. I didn't even get a thing. Uh-oh. Okay, I am so losing here. I'm not... You know, I said that I was beginning to get used to fighting Umu because of just speedruns, but I'm clearly fucking not... I'm not ready yet. Christ. Okay, this is just awful. I was about to die right there already. I don't know if the strat is to heal here or just go for straight damage. I really don't know. But I guess the explosions themselves... Oh, okay. The explosions themselves do damage. Okay, shit. Well, this is not a fight I want to heal in either, so I don't really know what to do here. If I should just take it slow, or if even when I took it slow last time, aka in the you know, in the non-Pantheon, oh, it was still a Pantheon run, but in the no bindings run, that was still not the greatest experience because, God, he took a long time. So how long is this guy gonna take with bindings? That's what terrifies me, especially when I don't know his moveset like inside out like I do all the others. I've only fought against this guy like twice or something. Oh, and now the vibration in my controller is gone again. So yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this, and it's gonna be a downhill fight that's gonna take like several minutes, and I'm just gonna straight up lose. I don't see any other way out of this. Because this is just gonna be a struggle of this the entire time while I hopefully at some point get to full health. I know he has some sort of phase counter, I guess, like, what's it called, like, Grim has that, like, blow-up phase when he reaches, like, 75, 50, and 25%. And this guy has it too at some points. I think it might be the same percentages, but where he just goes on the top of the wall and just throws down a bunch of shit and just drops down somewhere. And I'm hoping that's not gonna happen before I get full health. But again, this is a testament to how fucking much HP this guy has, because apparently this guy is still above 75%. So I'm just gonna start using as many fucking nail arts as I can, and hopefully at some point that's gonna work, but probably not. Okay, it might just be some sort of move he does after a certain amount of health. I'm not sure. Shit. It just goes to show how little I know of this guy's moveset. Also, I don't have a good... Yeah, I expected this. I don't have a good, like, mental counter of when the goo on the ground vanishes. Yeah, goddamn. That went way better than last time, though. So, we're going somewhere. Not far, but, you know, one singular little step at a time. Well, shit. I'll see you tomorrow. Later.